We have looked at over 23,000 games, and some of them are or might be released in 2023. The rules are simple. These games have either been confirmed for 2023, or we think that there is a decent chance that if they do release, they will this year. Many have no official release date, but all have official pages on at least some sort of storefront. This is part 1 of 2. We're doing things alphabetically, so A through L to start. Each game gets 15 seconds to keep this video manageable. This will be just a glance, not an in-depth coverage of each individual game. The release date for each game given at this time will be at the bottom right of the video. So let's jump into it. Each game is linked in the description. Abyss World Apocalypse is a third-person RPG set in a really beautiful looking world. Many distinct areas and interesting looking creatures, and what the devs say are player decision driven quests. Release date to be determined. Ad Infinitum is a World War I horror game. It looks like it clearly takes inspiration from Necrovision, and that's okay. The horrors of the Great War, like the Battle of Austerlitz Fortress, would lend themselves to this game. It is slated for April. Agent 64, Spies Never Die, is a retro FPS, or an homage to GoldenEye. A spy thriller of a story combined with classic 90s shooter gameplay. The developer, Replicant D6, is a solo dev, and we hope this turns out for them. Coming soon. Aliens Dark Descent is a top-down RTS, but you control a squad, like XCOM style, but in real time. The few images of very brief gameplay seems to look well enough. The devs also made Battlefield Gothic Armada, and it comes out 2023. Alterborn is called a Souls-like shooter by the devs, Iron Lung, which means there's a lot of dodging and rolling while shooting. The art direction looks solid, and the gameplay so far too. Release date is to be announced. Amnesia: The Bunker is the newest game of the series, another horror game set in World War I. This also looks like a spooky time. Although on this one you get a gun, it sounds like it won't help you that much. March 2023 is the release date. Anchorfoot, go play the demo. Hard beats, hard feats. Yes, it's a 3D, my friend Pedro. Yes, it's a ton of fun. Yes, the enemies twerk on you when you die. Available 2023. Arc Raiders is a free-to-play shooter from Embark Studios, who happens to have some former Battlefield devs and the CEO. Humans vs. alien mechs in a co-op PvE setting. Arc was already delayed, now releasing in 2023. Arc 2, no gameplay, plenty of Vin Diesel. Arc 1 had all the dinos already, so they're putting Unreal 5 to good use and improving on what looks like every other aspect of the game, planned for 2023. Aska is, yep, another open world Viking survival game, but this one has boats. I think for the right price, this could be a good addition to the genre, adding just enough new ideas to keep it fresh, coming 2023. Atlas Fallen looks like a Monster Hunter-esque monster hunting game. Set in a desert world, you will hunt monsters while also doing some open world discovery, maybe doing a little bit of crafting. No gameplay yet, comes out in 2023. Atomic Heart. So much good stuff coming from gameplay videos. We hope the game can live up to the hype. Some troubling news every now and then, but with a release date of February 20th, we're excited to see for ourselves. The Access Unseen is a quote heavy metal horror game from Just Perky Games, a studio of one, Nate Perkypile. He has a long career with Bethesda, doing a multitude of different jobs. This is another game where you hunt monsters, coming soon. Behemoth is a PSVR title that looks like it has the potential to be a standout for the genre. They are implementing game mechanics that look good in the rendered trailer. Let's see if the actual gameplay can match it. Releases in 2023. Black Myth Wukong is a third-person action-adventure game about the Monkey King, Wukong, but also in the larger story, Journey to the West. They had a very impressive trailer for it a while back, even backed by Nvidia for a bit. Hopefully this is coming this year. Bleak Faith Forsaken is a Souls-like set in a long-dead world. Gameplay looks solid enough, with a beautiful world to play through. Not a ton to go off of, but keeping an eye on it. No official release date yet. Blight Survival is a co-op third-person action horror roguelite. Set in a medieval landscape, you're a sellsword to kill the monsters of the Blight, or just, we'll call them zombies. Big map, lots of weapons, and you can bring a battle buddy. Coming soon. Blood Bowl 3 is a turn-based, dice-based football game set in Warhammer Fantasy. bringing new rules, new teams, special conditions, further customization, and a new solo campaign. Duffel gives us this on February 23rd. Boundary is an FPS set in space, all your normal shooter game stuff, but in 0G. They're going for a hyper-realistic look. The trailer showed some destruction of the environment. Will there be any sound? Planned for 2023. Bulwark Falconeer Chronicles is a city-building game where you live on some very rough islands. The game has a clear focus on building, but also touts a story, resource management, and combat. No final date given yet. Capital Command lets you command a powerful capital ship, full 6 degrees of spatial movement, a sandbox campaign against a rogue AI, lots of control over all aspects of your ship, no release date yet. Clash Artifacts of Chaos is a very inspired looking action adventure game. Using different martial arts, your entire body seems to be your only weapon. Devs also claim a rich storyline. Game comes out February 19th. Company of Heroes 3, only a decade to wait for it, comes out February 23rd, touting new layers of strategy and cinematic action. Plenty of gameplay has been shown off so far, and it does not disappoint. Let's hope not. Catan is a tactical shooter, single player or co-op only. There's also a supernatural story aspect, stuff from space, heavy focus on teamwork and prep. The lighting just looks so good. Release date to be announced. Crash Team Rumble looks like the perfect new party game, if it can be as good as its predecessor. Shocked to see that this is coming out on Xbox. Activision has given a release date of 2023 window. Could be fun. The day before, one of the biggest mysteries in gaming right now. For so long this looked too good to be true, but it does have an official release date of March 1st, so it has to be coming out, right? Can it live up to the hype? Dark and Darker is a fantasy PvPvE dungeon adventure. There's a playable beta on Steam. When I played it, it had like a battle royale style mechanic. This game has huge potential, more fun in the group, plenty of classes to go around, coming Q4 2023. Darkest Dungeon 2 is slated for Q2 of 2023, a turn-based roguelike. Devs state everything from stats to rules have been refined and improved, with a new token system to make decisions more impactful. Dead Island 2 is finally almost here, coming out April 28th. Taking place in Los Angeles, didn't know that was an island. Does boast a brutal melee sandbox with the most intense, visceral, and gory first-person experience ever. Dead Matter is a zombie survival game. Lots of trouble with this game. A successful Kickstarter, but then lots of failure after that. This year, though, they say that they have restructured the studio and the game is back on track. Maybe something this year? Death in the Water 2 has a release window of January. This looks like a massive jump from the first game. A beautiful looking open water world and extensive list of different sea creatures and what looks like more progression. Deliver Us Mars has had us hooked since its first reveal trailer. The devs call it a highly polished and absorbing narrative experience packed with engaging gameplay. This looks like an incredible sci-fi thriller coming February 2nd. Derelict looks to be another solo dev game and heavily inspired by The Forest, which is fine. The Forest was a great game. We hope it's just as fun, and from the early stuff released, it looks good so far. Release date to be announced. After 11 years, we're getting a sequel to Diablo 4. Lots of trouble with Blizzard as of late. Some good in there though. Diablo Immortals showed that way deep down there still can be fun here, underneath all the BS. Comes out June 6th, D-Day. Dune Awakening is a new MMO, and it better be awesome. Funcom has experience with Conan Unchained, another MMO, and plenty of time in Conan Exiles getting used to the Unreal Engine. Can they bring life back to the MMO genre? No release date yet, but there is a sign up for the beta. Earth from Another Sun is an ambitious project. 1,000-unit battles, trading, empire building, a massive galaxy to explore, even in co-op. Release date 2023, but you can request a playtest now. Earthbreakers is a FPS RTS, big team battles with resource management, base building, and full-scale warfare with a variety of vehicles. It's a known concept, but maybe taken a bit further with the base building, no date as of yet. Endless Dungeon is the newest game in the series. This is a roguelike tactical action game, or Diablo-esque. Dungeon of the Endless was a similar game. Can Amplitude strike gold again? Coming soon. In X-Killer, you play as a bounty hunter. Yes, this very much resembles if Blade Runner was in the wild apocalyptic west. It looks good though. Player decision-driven story, open world, and a changing map due to weather events. Coming when it's ready. Exoprimal. Capcom figured out why Anthem failed. It didn't have dinosaurs. Control a cutting-edge exosuit, taking on dinos in PvE or engaging in 5v5 PvEVP missions. Release date 2023. Falling Frontier is a sci-fi RTS, absolutely stunning artwork, a very deep amount of customization from the entire star system down to the individual ships and its crew, planned for 2023. The First Descendant looks like a perfect game to show off the new wave of Unreal 5. A hyper-detailed world, impressive numbers from the beta, but it does kind of feel like Anthem again. Impressive but kind of shallow. Coming soon. For the King 2 hopes to build off their prior success, adding a new grid-based battle system. Formations can be formed for a more tactical approach. New biomes and an updated art style. Should be another great co-op game coming in 2023. Return to a destroyed Earth in Forever Skies, a survival adventure with base building, resource management, and an interesting world wrought by an ecological disaster. Coming soon, but there is a demo to try now. Fort Solis is where you're headed to solve a mystery on Mars, taking place in just one night. Investigate the disappearance of a mining base as things get more and more spooky. Planned release date, coming soon. Fragile Existence is a space RTS of scale. From overseeing star systems, to orbital combat, to fighting planet-side, resists extinction from a relentless threat, and there is confirmed mod support. No release date yet. Frostpunks 2 looks brutal, not just from the cold, but the politics of staying warm. The devs say it is vastly going beyond the first game in all aspects, from scale and production value to the choices you're being forced to make. Coming soon. Rob the Rich to Give to Yourself in Gangs of Sherwood, a co-op action RPG. Play as the iconic quartet, all now with magic from the Philosopher's Stone. Combine attacks and combos with your team. Coming soon. Gatewalkers is amazing. Played the beta, but didn't finish it because we didn't want to spoil any of the full game release. An ARPG with resource gathering and crafting, a very slick and satisfying progression, comes out January 12th. The Great War Western Front looks to be the definitive World War I strategy game. It takes a total war approach where there's a grand campaign, moving armies, but also a battle map, RTS style gameplay, all on a persistent map, releasing in 2023. Grit is a Wild West Battle Royale game, but it's also a play-to-earn NFT game. Steam banned NFT and crypto games back in 2021, so don't think this listing will last, but it is also on Epic. Release date 2023. Is this for real, or is it just a scam? Hades gets a well-deserved sequel. This time you're taking on Kronos, the Titan of Time. New locations, challenges, upgrade systems, and surprises. Supergiant looks to build off great gameplay of prior. Early access coming soon. You're a Wizard on February 10th in Hogwarts Legacy. What looks like the magnum opus of the Harry Potter video games go back to the 1800s, where angry special interest groups don't exist to ruin a fun-looking game. After 20 years, Homeworld 3 comes out in the first half of 2023. Full 3D space combat set in a story-rich universe. Go watch Mandalore's reviews of the other Homeworld games to get caught up. We hope this is the pinnacle of the series. Hostile Mars, or Hostile Mars Prologue, is a tower defense game mixed with base building and physics-based gameplay. There are two different listings for what looks like the same game. One is coming March 15th. I'm a little bit confused. The Invincible is a single-player space thriller set on an alien planet with a retro-future aesthetic, or atom punk. Based off the works of Polish futurist Stanislaw Lem, use your tools and uncover the unknowable, out in 2023. Jagged Alliance 3 returns after a 24-year hiatus. A tactical turn-based RPG, lead a group of mercenaries against a military coup and help restore order to the nation of Grand Chien. No release date as of yet. Kerbal Space Program 2 comes to early access February 24th, thankfully already touting improved onboarding like tutorials and UI. Been a few years since we did any rocket science. Science, colonies, interstellar travel, and multiplayer are all planned as well. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game, is a 3v7 asymmetric survival horror game based on the movie of the same name. Either hunt humans as the 3 clowns or save humanity as the 7 humans, coming early 2023. King of the Dwarves Underground City Builder is a city builder and sim where you take control of an underground dwarven empire. Some light combat, politics, and natural events rounded out to make you feel like a true Dawi. Lives of P is a Souls-like game where you play as Pinocchio on a quest to find Geppetto. Set in a Bella epic world or France just prior to World War I, fight for the chance to become human against the city of Krat, out in 2023. In Lord of the Rings Gollum, you play as Gollum. From after he gets the ring stolen till, well, we know how it eventually ends. The game boasts a high degree of player decisions and Gollum's personality. The game is lurking till the time is right. Lord of the Rings Return to Moria is an action survival co-op game where the Doors retake Moria. A mine! Base building, crafting, exploring, all the boxes are ticked, but in the depths of Moria. Uncover the Shadow in 2023. The Lords of the Fallen is getting a sequel, this time with PvP and co-op. Set in a high gothic world, fight demons and gods in a Souls-like dark fantasy epic. Hundreds of weapons for fast, challenging, fluid, tactical combat. Releases 2023. And finally, in Luna Abyss, you are a prisoner under the moon of Luna in a derelict megastructure. Uncover the mystery of the Mimic Moon in a bullet hell story-driven horror. Release date coming soon. That's it, 69 games for the first half, A through L. M through Z games will be in part 2, coming hopefully before the new year. Were there some that you think we missed? Let us know in the comments. All these games will have updates before they come out, or after they do. To keep up on the ones you're gonna play, check out our Discord. We cover the gaming industry in its entirety, from the new game announcements to the daily patch notes. Never miss a single bit of news. All in one location, run entirely by bots. Hope to see you in part 2.